singing over there.
Cool. Let's go.
So man, you guys are freaking blowing up these days, man. How's everything going? How you handling it?
It's going good. It's weird, you know, after all these years of slugging it out in the trenches. It's like, it's really cool, but you know, we have a little bit of a time with the covers, hard time with the cover song. You know, after all these albums we put out and everything, it's like being known for a cover song is kind of sketchy.
Right.
But we're coming to grips with it. You know, we're coming to terms with it.
And you originally didn't want to release it. It just happened. The radio picked up on it, and then then you went and did the video.
Yeah, played it right off the record, man. And there's nothing we could do. We tried so hard to fight that. You know, all the way from the beginning. Columbia heard us play it. We heard it at a truck stop over the intercom, and we rocked it in the sound check. And then Columbia heard it the next day, like somebody was there the next day at South by Southwest. We played it, and they're like, "Dude, you got to put that on the record." We're like, "I don't know, man. We'll record it, but maybe do it like B-side or something." We recorded, "Dude, it's got to be on the record, but it won't be a single, I swear." We're like, like, all right, you know. And you know, sometimes I always say that song picked us, we didn't pick it. You know?
Right, exactly. And is that the first time you guys ever did a single and put it on an album, a cover?
No. We've covered Boxcar by Jawbreaker. We've done old metal band. We've done Motley Crue. What song? Too Fast for Love.
Oh, cool.
On a comp. You know, we've done a couple. Skid Row. Yeah, we've done Skid Row. I Will Remember You. That's one of our more famous covers.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
And you know, we do. You know, we've been known to play Nirvana live. Smashing Pumpkins, Black Flag, Circle Jerks. You know, so we bust them out, man. We love the covers. They're fun.
Cool. And the good thing about Boys of Summer taking off is that it does introduce a whole new group of kids to you guys, and then they can get the album and then take off from there and then get into all the other stuff.
Exactly what I like to say. They get the old catalog and learn about punk rock and where we came from, and that that we're not just this band with a cover song. Most kids don't even know it's a cover song, actually. So.
Right. Yeah, exactly. That you get all the credit.
Exactly.
That's cool. Now, is this your first van tour you guys been on?
No, it's like the 4th time we've been involved with the Warped Tour.
Awesome.
We did the last 10 days in 2000, 2001. We did the whole thing every day, main stage, always, never been off. Because I always like to say you get punk points out here on the Warped Tour. If you've been in the van and slugging it out, Kevin Lyman, who owns the Warped Tour, he knows who's in. That's why like bands like All American Rejects are on the side stage. They got to earn their points, man.
Right.
They aren't out there in the trenches. They're straight in a bus, you know. So a band like us, who've been out there for years, get on the main stage, and a band like on the radios on some 41s on the side stage back then. It was people tripped out, but you know that's because we earned it. You know.
You worked your way, you earned your bones, you cut your teeth doing this shit. Yeah. You deserve it, man. That's it. Now, how has the experience of this year's Warped Tour been for you guys?
Awesome, man. Incredible. We're like, being the 4th year, we're like the big kids now, and having the hit song and all that, we're like running things, man. I hate to say it, but you know, we're like having the time of our life, man. I hate to see it end tomorrow, but I'm flying to Amsterdam on Monday, so
hey, man,
what can you do, man?
Can't go wrong in Amsterdam.
No.
Now, what can kids that haven't seen you guys, what can they expect when they come see you?
Rock, man, rock. I think that's the biggest misconception about us, is that our albums are kind of like poppy sometimes, you know, and that's just because we're really into the songwriter thing and really produced, you know, but when you come to an Atari show, it rocks, man. And I think we have some of the best fans in music today. They're polite, they're awesome, but they dance, jump up and down, crowd surf. They're crazy. So I think that's why like all the girls buy our CDs and drag their boyfriends, and the boyfriends come and see us rock, and they're like, whoa, that's why we're not afraid to play with the Pennywise or the Vandals or whoever, because we know, man, we hold our own, man.
Right on, man. Now, you guys have any pre-show rituals or anything like that you do before you take the stage?
Yeah, we always do the hands thing, you know, like yeah, you know, we do hands. We copied that from Rancid, kind of, and years ago we saw them do that, and we always, I always warm up for a half hour. I go up a half hour early and just play with my bass. That's what I do.
Now, there's been a lot of camaraderie amongst the bands at these types of festivals. Man. Are there any bands you guys bonded with? Any good friends on this tour?
Yeah, definitely. Yellow Card are like some of my best friends. They live in Santa Barbara like us. They're from Florida, but moved to Santa Barbara like everybody does. And Less Than Jake are my bros for like 5 years. They're awesome. Rancid are like the cool bros, but you know, Me First, the Gimme Gimmes are always, Joey K produced 2 of our records, and Fat Mike put out an EP. So those guys are, old school friends.
Cool, man. Now you guys are obviously veterans in the game. what do you have to say to new kids, new bands that are just starting off and, you know, playing under the small tents and shit? What do you have to say to those?
I say get in the van, man. Get in the van. That's how we did it, man. We played anywhere, everywhere. Basements, backyards, Elks Lodges, VFW halls. We did everything everywhere. And that's how we honestly spread our fan base. Plus the website, man. Get your website up and get the kids at the shows involved in the website.
Cool. Now, so far on this tour, what's been the craziest stop, the craziest city show you've had yet?
I think Orlando was the craziest, just because it was like a short drive the next day, and short drives are rare. Well, like tonight, everyone will go in the city, so it won't be crazy out here. But Orlando, you're right on this like lagoon thing with big sloping grass, and everyone had big keg parties, and everyone was dancing, and there was alligators in the lagoon, and people were jumping in. The singer for Thrice was jumping in, taunting the alligators. It was crazy shit, man.
That's all you would need, a headline news if he got his leg bit off or something.
Yeah, I know. I was so scared for him, man. I was scared for him.
Now, what's the hardest part about life on the road for you?
You know, it's being home. Because we've been on tour so much that we went home for a year to make So Long Astoria, and we'd never done that. All our other records we'd pop in from the road, do real quick, you know, in a month or whatever. But Astoria, we were home for a year. Columbia sent us home for a year, and we went crazy, out of our minds. We got all paranoid, thought our fans might forget us and stuff, you know.
Right.
It's because we were constantly touring. 7 years, we do 300 shows a year. So now we're back on tour. We're all at ease, comforted again, you know. I like playing every day, man.
Now, dude, working as hard as you guys worked through the years, and now you're finally here on top. Is the cake as sweet as you thought it would be?
You know what? I never thought I'd taste it, to tell you the truth. I mean, I thought that when we had our EP on Fat Records and we were selling out like 500 seaters, that was as good as they could get. So you know, it's just it's just another dimension of it. It's just new goals that you always achieve for yourself, which are funny. We bumped up the goals like, oh, we want to play like Santa Barbara Bowl or something, which is like 4,000 or 5,000 people. It's like you never would have even thought that kind of a dimension. So, but it's awesome, man. We do the same thing on that stage that we do in a basement. So it's cool, man.
Right on, man.
It's always sweet. It's always sweet.
Anything you want to say to the people reading this?
Yeah, check out our website, Ataris.com or theataris.com. Email any of us if you want, John, Chris, or Mike. And there's 2 Chris's. And come visit our record store in Santa Barbara down on Haley, Haley.
It's very fan-friendly, and that's awesome. And also, when you go to Amsterdam, you're going to be hitting the red light district?
You know, my girlfriend's with me. You're going to be with me? But she likes girls, too. So yeah.
There you go.
So I don't know. We might.
Cool.
We'll see.
Cool. Thanks a lot, bro.